Representative Williams of the 68th.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Speaker, just a little comment on some of the things that have been talked about here in the debate so far. You know, I've heard a few different occasions people talking about what the utilities promised us during deregulation in 1998 and what Enron had said and a lot of finger pointing on that issue. And I just would point out that at that time, the reason that deregulation was not the wild success that it could or should have been for the first few years following its passage is not because of what the utility said or what Enron said or what anybody outside of this chamber said, but it was not a wild success because of what we in this chamber did and the poison pills that we, not all of us here in the chamber today, but this legislature put into the deregulation bill, which caused it not to be as successful as it otherwise should have been. Things like artificially depressing, or I should say artificially put artificial price caps into the bill that caused no competition to want to come into the state of Connecticut. Price caps that were so unreasonable that no competitive entity would ever want to come into the state of Connecticut and help drive down rates from a market perspective. You also hear over the years, as we continue to talk about how we have amongst the highest electricity rates in the country, we've seen bills become law all the time here in this legislature that caused rates to go up due to all the little add-ons and all the little taxes and all the little things that we have added to these bills to promote renewable energy, to promote clean energy, to promote all the things that energy efficiency, as Representative Mashinsky said, things that are laudable goals, but things that we did to drive up the cost of electricity where we once were the highest electric rates in the country, and we're still not that far off from that. This was caused by this legislature. And so as we continue to debate this bill, I would just ask people to give some consideration to the fact that it's not the utilities, it's not Enron, it's not all those big bad entities that people have a beef with here in this place that have caused that to happen. It's what we've done here in this room. I think that what we need to do now is look at how we can use competitive market forces to help us to drive down electric rates, to help us add a choice in what our renewable portfolio looks like, not for us to anoint who we think here in this building should be the recipient of taxpayer and ratepayer funds. We've done a lot of that over the years, and it has not worked. This, I hope, will help us to drive down rates, to add a little bit of competition into the renewable market, and help in the long term stabilize our electricity rates. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.